till my last breath. For the longest time, I had been waiting for something, anything, to happen in my life. I was tired of the mundane routine of work, eat, sleep, and repeat. But little did I know that my life was about to change forever. I remember the day I met him. It was pouring rain outside, and I had decided to take refuge in a nearby cafe. I was lost in my book when I felt someone stand by me before saying, "Hello," inquiring about the empty seat opposite of me. I looked up and there he was. I don't know what it was about him, but I couldn't take my eyes off him. So I accepted his request. I was bored either way. We started talking, and before I knew it, hours had passed. There was something about him that made me feel alive, something that made me forget about everything else. As we talked, I noticed a sadness in his eyes, a pain that he was trying to hide. But despite that, I found myself drawn to him, wanting to know more about him. We exchanged numbers and started talking more and more. I found myself thinking about him all the time, wondering where he was and what he was doing. It wasn't until later that I found out the truth about him. He was immortal. He had been wandering the earth for centuries. At first, it was hard to believe, but as he told me his stories, I knew that it was true. He had seen and experienced things that I could only dream of. But despite all that, he was still just a man who had fears and worries like everyone else. As we grew closer, I knew that I was falling for him. It was foolish. It could never work out between us. But I couldn't help it. I loved him. And I knew that I always would, even if it meant that I have to say goodbye one day. I knew that our time together was limited, that one day I would have to leave him behind. But I also knew that he would cherish every moment that we had, and that I would love him till my last